What that danyo, what that dang, go danyo. Oh, what that dang. This is the Black Pot, aka Kuku Shunamo, where we speak truth to power. Here we don't criticize, but if we must criticize, we would only just criticize to build and not to destroy. This is in the service of God and country. This is from the newsreel, where we continue to keep it real. Now, the very first story I'm going to take today, and I'm going to be very quick with that, is from Graphic Online, and it says, Baomia, exceptional candidate to break the 8. And this is Asensu Wachi, my own mate at Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. We were together at Independence Hall. He studied planning and I studied land economy. We were in the same hall for 4 solid years. My brother, my sister, we used to call him Kabila when we were in school. I respect him and I love him. My brother, my sister. But nobody is bigger than the truth. It's all about Ghana. Let's go through this. It says, and I read it. The new Patriotic Party Member of Parliament for Bantama, Francis Asenso Boache, has said that Vice President Mahmoud Baumia is the extraordinary candidate that can lead the NPP to victory in the 2024 general election. Well, Asenso Boache, with all respect, as a mate at the university and as somebody that I hold in high esteem, I would like to ask a few questions. Do you truly care about Ghana, or is only partisan politics? My brother, Baumia is the only one who can do what? He is the extraordinary candidate that can lead the NPP to victory. What victory? Is it deceptive victory? Is it by bribery and corruption? May I ask, the delegates conference that you had, allegations that 5,000 American dollars got doled out to super delegates in order to vote for Baumia, has that been given any iota of investigation, or you don't care? All the promises Baumia made and failed, you don't care about that as a sign of respect to the Ghanaian people? Or you believe that you can always bulldoze your way to the pseudo victory, stolen victory that you had at the super delegates conference? My brother, any true Ghanaian who truly and carefully thinks about Ghana and cares about Ghana will cringe when Dr. Baumia's name is mentioned. From one promise to the other, one lie to the other, one deceptive narrative to the other. People still believe in the NPP that this is a candidate worth his salt to become the next president of the republic. It's so shameful. My brother, my sister, look at what Dr. Baumia has done in the past. And look at what he keeps doing. He doesn't have a scintilla of trust from the people. No credibility in the eyes of the people. They see him as a lying charlatan. They see him as a guy who has no respect for the people of Ghana. In fact, it came to a time Ghanaians were hooting at Dr. Baumia wherever he went. I don't know by what magic they were able to turn that around, but I certainly know what it was. They started stage managing their events and their crowds. Dr. Baumia cannot walk inside Nima, not even to the mosque. Even in the Nima mosque, the imam and the rest of the people in there would hoot at him. Because Baumia smells of lies. He smells of incredibility, no credibility. My brother, my sister, this was a guy who headed the police. At the time, the IGP and the rest of them are sitting back and embroiled in nothing but party partisanship. This is the first time in the history of Ghana that we are hearing that the police is divided along tribal, ethnic, and political lines. This is the first time in the history of Ghana police we are hearing that people are charged 10,000 Ghana cedis to put party members in police positions with no training and no interest, just the money. Dr. Bawumia, the head of the economic team, with the finance minister, rushed us without thinking to the corridors of the IMF and the World Bank. We still remember this painful thing. We remember what we were told, that if we paid the e-levy, we will never go to the IMF. Grudgingly, we accepted to pay through some political and partisan parliamentary jingoisms. We allowed it to happen. 4 or 5 days later, shamelessly, they came to announce to us through the loins of the head of the economic team, Dr. Bawumia, that we were still going to the IMF. As if that was not enough. It was the same Dr. Bawumia who told us that IMF was not a thing that they were considering and that it will not happen. The same Dr. Bawumia told us that e-levy was something he loathed and hated, and he would not even allow it to happen under his watch. But under his watch, they passed it, and shamelessly he couldn't come to say anything. The economic whiz-kid who was brought in from the World Bank, we were told, to come here and teach us a lesson in economics, today has become a mere charlatan, political charlatan, my brother, my sister. This is the guy, Asen Subuachi, you are telling us will be the next president. Oh, Jesus, have mercy. Much as I respect your view, I want to believe that you have no respect for Ghana. I want to believe that you do not love the people of Ghana either. This is my schoolmate. We were in the same hall. I will not go deeper than that. But I will end with just one question. Mr. Asen Subuachi, better still Kabila. Kennedy Japan said he has some secrets about you that he wants to release. And that you used to live in a house at Adenta belonging to a friend of his. I know Asen Subuachi quite well. When A+ dared him that he was going to reveal some secrets, he came out boldly, documented it, and told A+ to go ahead and release anything that he had, because he had nothing to hide. I expected that this time around too. My very good friend Kabila, aka Asen Subuachi, would be calling the bluff of the Asin Central MP and telling him, whatever information you have about me, I am not here to go back. Please release that. I dare you. But no, everywhere is quiet because they all have skeletons. But I still ask you, Mr. Boachi, aka Kabila, please do the needful. Tell him that he should release the secrets. And let's see if those secrets have something to do with the betterment of Ghana, or is still the dirty politics of pushing Bawumia forward to push Ghana deeper into the deepest habits and doldrums. Hallelujah. There's something here I would like to read, and I need you to come with me. And I'm reading this from Ghana Web. It says 5 bombshell disclosures. OSP told court in Cecilia Dapa corruption probe. I read. The Office of the Special Prosecutor, OSP, reapplied to a high court in Accra, seeking an order to freeze some bank accounts and a confirmation of seizure of some monies it had seized weeks back from the residence of embattled former Sanitation Minister Cecilia Dapa. My brother, my sister, we're going to look at them one after the other. When he went to court, what did he say? The special prosecutor. Cecilia Dapa into real estate business with alias. And when you read it, he says that Cecilia Dapa actually is in real estate. And she's hiding her name. When she sells the houses, she uses a different name. Nanaya Ode. We are told when you read the story, it is there clearly. It's only at the point of signing the check and paying the money into the account that her real name is told to the buyer. Why do they continue having two faces? Please, is this a joke? Do they also have two different TIN numbers? Nanaya Ode and Cecilia Dapa. Can we find out? Why is it that in this government, my brother, my sister, it looks like we have people with two faces every now and then? Victor Kusi Boateng on my mind. Number two, no concrete source of funds allegedly stolen from her house. There's so much money in the house, stolen from the house. My brother, my sister, they want to find out the source of the money. She's not able to tell them. They only sent their stooge, political hypocrite, Paul Adum Ochre. My brother, my sister, those who have no respect for Ghana, to come and tell us that the monies belong to dead people. In one instance, she said she made 132,000 Ghana cedis. My brother, my sister, and even more. We don't have too much time. I would have gone into all these things. And that money, my brother, my sister, is supposed to be a sitting allowance.
Please, let's play the commercial before we go.
It's very sad, my brethren. And when you check some of these things out, you continue reading. And the OSP is telling us that from investigations, it looks like dead people who owned the money Cecilia Dapa claims, or Adum Ochre told us, my brother, my sister, are still transacting active accounts from their graves. Oh, Ghana. If this was in the days of Rollins, he will tie all these dead people, dead living, walking dead, dead living and walking, and shoot all of them one after the other. Sometimes I miss Rollins. If this was in the days of Rollins, Abdullah Dapa will be tied, my brother, my sister, to the firing squad stake. They will shoot her. If she doesn't die, they will order another shooting. Shoot! They will fire. If she doesn't die, they will fire again like they did in the case of Afrifa. It's painful, my brother. There are a number of them, 5 of them, my brother, my sister. And when you look at them, you cringe. And we were told that the monies were actually locked up in a box with a big padlock, as we were told by Adum Ochre. When Eric Mawena Egbeta told us in his reportage that the money was so gargantuan, borrowing that word from my good failed OSP, Office of the Special Prosecutor, Martin Amidu. And it took several hours to count the money. Many were those who asked, did they use a counting machine? My brother, my sister, the money was not concealed. When you read the report, you will see that they put them in envelopes, in polythene bags, and they were all pushed into places. This is who Mr. President says she would be totally exonerated because the battle is the Lord's. Mustafa Hamid is sitting somewhere saying, Inshallah, she will be rescued from the claws of the dirty OSP. Hallelujah. I'll leave it here. Eric Mawe Naigba in the house, and he's going to take